making his way towards the ring for his third undisputed title defense at 122 pounds. Music. Applause. Music. Oh, Injal is standing. Music. Applause. That's a bad man. There's levels to this game. There's levels to this game. That's a bad man. My gosh. I told you he figured him out. You did. I said he figured him out. I said I know. The impending September clash between Naoya the Monster Inoue and Murodjon Akhmadaliev represents more than just another title defense. It's a collision of two elite fighters whose styles promise to create one of the most explosive and technically fascinating matchups of the year. As we analyze the potential highlights of this super bantamweight showdown, we must first consider the opening rounds where both fighters will look to establish their rhythm and test each other's defenses. Inoue, known for his methodical approach, will likely start by measuring distance with his piston-like jab before unleashing his devastating straight right hand, a punch that has flattened numerous opponents throughout his illustrious career. Akhmadaliev, the crafty southpaw, may counter this strategy by using his footwork to create angles and look for opportunities to land his sharp, straight left hand down the pipe, potentially creating the fight's first dramatic moment if he can catch Inoue coming forward. As the fight progresses into the middle rounds, we could witness an extraordinary display of technical boxing blended with explosive power, punching that could produce several highlight reel sequences. Inoue's body attack will likely become a key factor, with his trademark left hook to the liver potentially slowing Akhmadaliev's movement and setting up brutal combinations to the head. The use's challenger's extensive amateur background might shine through in these exchanges as he demonstrates his ability to slip punches and counter with precision, possibly landing a stunning uppercut that momentarily rocks the champion. These mid-round exchanges could feature breathtaking displays of skill, such as Inoue slipping multiple punches in succession before countering with a picture-perfect three-punch combination, or Akhmadaliev using clever feints to draw out Inoue's attacks before countering with his own power shots. The championship rounds promise to deliver the most dramatic moments of the fight as both warriors dig deep into their reserves of stamina and willpower. If Akhmadaliev's prediction of a 6-round stoppage proves accurate, we might see him turn up the pressure with vicious combinations against the ropes, testing Inoue's legendary chin like never before. Conversely, Inoue's superior conditioning could manifest in a late-round surge, where he walks through Akhmadaliev's best punches to deliver one of his trademark fight-ending flurries. A particularly compelling highlight could involve Inoue weathering an Akhmadaliev's storm before countering with a perfectly timed right hand that sends the challenger crashing to the canvas, showcasing the Japanese star's otherworldly reflexes and precision under pressure. One of the most intriguing aspects of this matchup is how Inoue will handle Akhmadaliev's southpaw stance, which has troubled many elite fighters throughout boxing history. The champion might look to establish his right hand early, potentially landing a crushing overhand right over Akhmadaliev's jab that could instantly change the complexion of the fight. Akhmadaliev, meanwhile, may find success by varying his attack, mixing straight left hands with looping right hooks to keep Inoue guessing. The chess match between these two technicians could produce breathtaking moments of skill, such as Inoue making subtle defensive adjustments after eating a clean left hand, perhaps switching to a shoulder roll defense that allows him to counter more effectively, or Akhmadaliev of changing his rhythm to disrupt Inoue's timing and create openings for his power shots. The body attack from both fighters could create several highlight-worthy moments throughout the contest. Inoue's devastating left hook to the liver has ended many fights in spectacular fashion, and if he can land it cleanly on Akhmadaliev, we might witness another brutal body-out knockout for the highlight reels. Akhmadaliev, no stranger to body punching himself, could answer with thudding hooks to Inoue's ribs that test the champion's ability to take punishment downstairs. These body exchanges might lead to dramatic shifts in momentum, with one fighter momentarily hurt only to fire back with even greater ferocity, creating the kind of back and forth action that makes for legendary fights and unforgettable boxing moments. The potential for a dramatic knockout looms large in this matchup given both fighters' proven power and finishing ability. Inouye's concussive one-punch power could produce another viral knockout moment, perhaps a single right hand that turns the lights out in an instant. Alternatively, Akhmadaliev might score his own highlight reel stoppage with a perfectly timed counter left hand. As Inoue comes forward, the tension of knowing either fighter could end the fight with one clean shot will add electricity to every exchange, making even the tentative moments feel charged with danger and possibility, keeping fans on the edge of their seats throughout the entire bout. The mental aspect of the fight could produce its own compelling highlights, particularly in how both fighters adjust to each other's strengths as the bout progresses. We might see Inoue demonstrate his boxing IQ by gradually solving the southpaw puzzle, perhaps by increasing his lateral movement to avoid Akhmadaliev's straight left while setting up his own power shots. Akhmadaliev could counter this by showing his adaptability, possibly switching stances, or varying his punch selection to keep Inoue off balance. These strategic adjustments could lead to dramatic moments where one fighter appears to be taking control only for their opponent to counter with an unexpected tactic that turns the tide once more, showcasing the cerebral nature of high boxing. The championship rounds of this highly anticipated showdown promise to deliver the most dramatic and emotionally charged moments of the entire fight, as both warriors push beyond the limits of human endurance in their quest for supremacy. As the fight enters the 9th and 10th rounds, we may witness Inoue, whose legendary conditioning has carried him through countless battles, summoning an almost superhuman second wind to unleash a relentless assault of combinations that test every ounce of Akhmadaliev's much vaunted durability. The use of